What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about UKOIL at the request of M-Hat, Mr. Hat himself. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Yes, this is C-Zar Gets Crypto, but yes, I talk about all kinds of things, man. Commodities, stocks, whatever. I don't care. If I can chart it on TradingView, I will. Mr. Hat gave me the go-ahead to have fun with this one and just do all relative time frames, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna start off with the monthly. This one is different. I like that it doesn't go into its negatives. At least it's a real chart. I don't understand how it went into the negatives with the oil futures on the other chart. But anyways, low to high. That's a different thing. Don't worry about what I just said there. Low to high. The way that it looks, I would anticipate that this thing is moving down, probably down to 60.62. Is that dollars? It's UKOIL. Is that dollars or euros? I don't know what it would be, but 60.62. Maybe it is dollars. It's on TVC, so I don't know. It's not like on an American exchange. Maybe it is. I don't know. At least down there, tier 382. That would make sense to me. I want to see what you've done previously. You know, high to low here. You went up to your 886 and then down. Maybe I want your low to high, actually. Low to high. 236 held it and then crashed down, yes. Showed significance on your 382 and your 236. Crashed down to your expected area. Looking at the monthly RSI, I like your monthly RSI, actually. I think the trajectory is nice. I don't think you'll go lower than this low, but I definitely do think you need to establish a higher low so far. And what you're doing right now is you have your move up. You're in a corrective move, which is normally a 1, 2, 3-legged pattern, okay? And the third leg is normally bigger than the first leg. So if your first leg, let's actually try to get this accurate here. If your first leg is like that, I would expect then that you probably see it. You could move all the way down to 47. I don't know if this would respect fibs like too much. It doesn't seem to respect them. It respects them a little bit, but not dramatically so. Like it doesn't need to. High to low, right? Like you're showing some respect, to be fair. Actually pretty on par at the 886 and the 382 right there. You seem to show respect on that 236 a lot as well. The 1886, you literally tipped it. Maybe, and that 382 lines up with this 1272 at about $60, 62 cents. The only thing that I have a problem with is that would make it this leg 3 dramatically shorter than the first leg. So I would think that you go a little bit below that. I think that you will see prices around 55 or lower. I don't know if you go below 47. But if you do, it's okay. Fret not. You very likely would find support at like 34 to 36, but I do think it's working its way down. I don't think that you'd go all the way down here because that'd be a very large leg 3, but it could be. It could be. I would more expect something that's in between this $60 range and $47 range. That's my personal expectation. If we look at the weekly here, let's see if that agrees. Weekly looks like it wants to move down. Yes, instead of an uptrend, you are in a bit of a downtrend. Well, not really, I guess. You're kind of tightening. Lower highs, higher lows. Neutral, right? But as is your price, it's fairly neutral. And that makes sense because this is your, if this is your correction, you have your move down, consolidation, and then move down. So neutral during your consolidation is accurate, but I think that you are going to move down. Not accurate, I should say expected. High to low. Yeah, it went up to your 886. Now you're rejecting your 618. Once you close below 80.56, whatever it is, that's dollars, euros, British pounds, I don't know. You would likely see this next move down, right? That would, even if you don't move down immediately, right? If you close below this 382 right here, that would confirm to me that you are going to see a lower relative low and probably an extension off of this move. I doubt that you would go to new highs at that point, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to do it immediately. It doesn't mean you're just going to drop the bed. But let's see here. From a low point to a high point, we're looking for 64.45 to 57. Yeah, that just below 60 there, man. 57.85. Maybe even your 1886, you found significance there too. 53, 57, 58, something like that. That's showing up again. Weekly RSI does to me look neutral, but I wouldn't be surprised if you move lower, personally. Actually, I just want to look at it real quick. It's very neutral, so it's not really giving me much, to be fair, but I would think that it moves lower. Daily RSI definitely looks like it wants to move lower relatively immediately. So as this continues to move down, this neutral RSI will continue to look a little bit more bearish as well. And then obviously as you give up this higher low trend that you're in, that'll just confirm what I'm saying. I think it's moving down over time. You might move down to about 77 and then move up and then move down one last time. You know, you're kind of in this tightening range. You could break it on this next attempt down. Perhaps you consolidate a little bit more, but I would expect sometime this year, probably within Q3, if not very, very early Q4, you will have broken out of this range. And I would anticipate either August or September you break out of this range. But definitely for the time being, I think you're moving down. If we look at what you did the last time you were in your oversold zone, right? Found kind of like a relative low, you stop moving down, you're moving sideways, and then move down lower, right? So you're moving down, you're almost in your oversold zone. You might hold this area and then move down lower, or maybe you just drop ass. Maybe you find some kind of support, find a lower high, and then move down lower, whatever it may be. But everything to me is looking like, you know, long term, you're going to go up. Long term, you're probably done moving down. You're done with these lower lows. I think so. Short term, you are moving down, though. I think that you are moving lower. I feel very confident in that. So I'm going to call for that anywhere between, like, let's say 60 to 50, somewhere in that range, with the heavier emphasis, like right in the middle at like 55 to 58, somewhere in that range. And that's all I got. So if you liked the video, hit that like button. As far as when will that happen, I don't know. It's probably going to be sometime next year, I would think, sometime in 2025. I don't know. Let's try to give that an accurate look, actually, right? Based off of this alone. And leg 3 is normally bigger than leg 1, but it doesn't have to be. I would think, and you actually haven't even broke it yet. I mean, maybe you go lower than 50. It could happen. You know, you could go lower than 50. I might be wrong, just in that assumption alone. And maybe you go all the way down to 47. Maybe you do. I actually feel somewhat confident you could go down to 47. I know I was so confident on 60 to 50, but 47 is not too far away from 50. Let's be fair. So maybe I was wrong in saying emphasis on 58 to 55. Let's say 50 to 57, because again, taking this into consideration, your leg 1 to leg 3, probably sometime at the end of next year, you're probably going to be moving down all throughout 2025 consistently, like you did from this point and down, right? You moved up a couple months, but then really from May of 2022 till May of 2023 for a whole year, you moved down. It's probably going to be the exact same thing. That's what I would assume. So as far as when does it break out, sometime this year, probably in Q3, if not Q4, but probably in the next like 5 months, you're going to break out of this to the downside. Breaking out does not mean you are going to do this. You could, but I would assume it's going to be more or less a replica of this move here. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. That's all I got for you guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.